Hello, beautiful folks, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's underscore back again to the root of today. It's one-on-one live coverage. Going to be coming to this kind of the position. I know much of the people have been missing this kind of the home a bit. And also this kind of the videos are going to be coming east, west, and south. And also recovering to understand we're going to be popping out at each kind of the time. Because we're here to maintain and make it on course and getting forward. A bit busy, but we have to cut ourselves sometimes and talk about, we have to inform much of the things how they always come. Because whenever you are tenderized to get everything running at the same time, you should know how to act and how to cut some of 2-3 things so you make it happen, to make sure they're going to be getting to the site sometimes and check and inform much of the people what is really popping out. Because some of the people started talking about, oh, Gintu, you are getting some of the materials to your own sites here and there, you're not showing what's popping out to Matiko. Last time we brought this kind of the blocks here, and they're just there, very maintained, 750 of them, and it was a very fantastic and a genuine price, and we're never going to be arriving here. And it's my courtesy to make it happen, because I have so many connections that can just bring much of the things to the wherever you are. Because whenever I talk about, I'm going to be getting as a manager, talk about the project manager, I know how to handle much of the matters. I did this kind of work of the material to the sites, delivering the material to the site and much more, because I was a good loading and offloader. I was a very good person in terms of co-driving. I was a very good driver, and I was a very good in terms of getting tender and awarding to this kind of the trucks, so they can just deliver to my own premises, or sometimes in my own courtesy. So that's what I can speak at this kind of the time. So today we are here to Matiko's position a bit, and we're going to be checking what's going to be popping out here. I have the families here. The mom, she's here. Hello. Mom, everything is good? I have recognized your presence. Yes. Very fantastic. I have Mr. Mukami. Hello.
Yeah.
Mambo vipi?
Poa sana.
Mambo iko sawa? Mr. Wati4. Mambo iko safi. Mr. Matiko is a bit having a little bit of the shenanigans, ABCD here. But no problem. We shall continue whenever we're going to be getting everything in touch. Hi. Hi. How are you? I've recognized your presence a bit, and everything going to be handled here. Very, very awesome. So, guys, a bit of what we're going to be speaking to this kind of the day, and I have to say it the way it is, because some of the things, how they always go, you have to understand how they're going to be coming. I started this kind of the project of Matiko project a bit, and I was doing the charity. And the charity I was doing is to make sure that I'm going to be making sure I'm informing much of the people what is going to be popping out to Matiko's home and what's going to be coming out. And I like that, because I have to come cherish with them a bit, because once upon a time I was young and they were taking care of me. Once upon a time, I know them. And whenever I see there's a development going to be coming out, I understand it's one of the very fantastic things that I always talk about. Yeah, this is the best thing we have to do, and also encourage ourselves and talk about what we need is development each and every kind of the time. And this kind of an artifact, yesterday I saw a little bit of the video, and let people not be challenged about whatever going to be spoken here and there. I know I might be a busy man, but I know where I have to work at which kind of the time, because everybody has his own time. I have a family also, and I have to make sure that my family also is getting my own way of the dignity I talk about. I have to cherish with them. So sometimes I can be working too much in the daytime, and the night time I don't see anybody. They talk about, oh, today you came, you slept, and you talk about, oh, nowadays why are you not having the tension? A bit will have again a problem, and you see much of the people rushing to the internet. Oh, Gintu, you know, is not having the attention, ABCD. We have to understand how the things are becoming. We have to know, and that is the nature. And the other thing is, when I saw this kind of the video yesterday, it was a bit traumatizing and disgusting. And I will just say and pinpoint it the way it is. If you need to take over from Gintu, I think I don't talk more about a person who has tenderized me as a project manager, and I have nothing to say about whoever. If we disagree and to agree, I don't have to talk about whatever we have disagreed or whatever. I talk about, okay, can you continue the project? Very systematic. I don't have to cause much of the mayhem. Oh, you know, it was this way, it was this way. I am not interested into that. What the good thing is, if you're going to be looking for the space, like, oh, I'm going to be overtaking Gintu from the position, like maybe supporting Matiko or supporting Jigas, supporting whatever, you have to go direct to the point and say, Gintu, whatever you're doing, I see I can do better better than you. And what I can see is better I take the responsibility to overtake you and make sure that everything gonna be coming. I saw yesterday, Pastor was talking about 2-3 things with Matiko, and I was about, why can't you go direct to the point and say, I want to be awarded this kind of the tender, please. And I want to deal with it the way it's gonna be coming. But don't think about you're gonna be maybe talking negative and causing some of the trouble with my own reputation, and think about, okay, you're gonna be now catheterizing my name a bit or handling my name in a crinkum ways. But that is not the nature of handling much of the matters here. So the good thing is, I said yesterday a bit like, you understand, sometimes you can see how this kind of the things are going, and you see like, I might be maybe used to make sure that this kind of the things going to be getting to this kind of the position. But the good thing is I'm doing it from my entire heart. And nobody can say about, oh, this is what has not been rendered to this kind of the place, maybe, or this kind of the thing has not got to the site or whatever. Is a bit of confusing. And I will say this as a fact. For some of the people who are always handling the matters like, Gintu, can you take over this kind of the project and maintain it? And I've never seen somebody again contacting another person talking about, oh, you know, I want you to take this and take this, because how the agreement was Gintu should take over the game. And if it's Gintu to take over the game and you start bringing other people extra, talk about, okay, this person should shoot a video with this one, should shoot a video. I saw that kind of the challenge. It was a bit sometimes, and I say it the way it is. This kind of the challenge came when I was handling the matter of the sister to Murimi, Obasa. When I went and I got Obasa, she was doing her own things in terms of handle woman in a construction around a Nastos position. I was even having a camera and telling people, guys, I'm going to look for this kind of the lady. And it's not very fine because she had delivered. She has not even finished 2 months, even 1 month. And she had gone to look for a greener pasture to come and feed the child. It was a bit traumatizing. And I was doing the videos, rushing to my Yukono site, running to Bushman Dude. I passed through there. I went to around a Nastos position and I got Obasa and I asked for a chance from the this was the person who was there, the supervisor. I asked about there's this kind of the lady called Obasa, and please can you give me 2 to 3 minutes only. I talk to her and I see if we can change the life. And when we changed the life, I saw the sabotage was coming in. Like everybody now was talking about, oh, Gintu has talked about Obasa. Let us now get to that kind of the pinpointment. Everybody rushed to that kind of the way and talk about, oh, Obasa, tell us who is the father. Oh, Obasa, tell us this is. So they contradicted. And I came out to know going to be helping this kind of the lady to come out from that kind of the work, including we had even given her the mandate to make sure they're going to be paying her some of the money for the monthly way of making sure going to be having that kind of the standard of living, not like the way she could be going for this kind of the top handman, because she was a lady and subjected to this kind of the heavy work, carrying how much of the stones to go for the construction, and she had delivered just 1 month, and it was disgusting. And when we came, so many people now started talking about, oh, how it is. We understand how it was. Until they started talking about, oh, you know, now Gintu is going to be using this kind of the lady ABCD. People sabotaged everything. And I started it with a genuine reason to make sure that this kind of the lady can go back to school. Including, I went even to some of the school to look for the school schedules and much more. Even going to Munyaboase girls, getting to St. Angela. And she selected to go in a school where she's not known a bit. And it was just a meaning. Then some of the things also I handled that way. So when I came to this kind of the work of Matiko a bit, and I knew how it was so complicated, including the police are included inside, the DCI are included inside, and I was not having much of the temper to talk about how it's going to be getting. But it has reached at a point whereby some of the people want to talk about, okay, they're going to be sabotaging, like sending this person to do a video with Matiko, talking this. When we talk about, okay, the way I can talk with Mukami here. Mukami, hi. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. How I can talk to Mukami right now here, like, okay, Mukami, we're going to be doing this and that and this. Maybe you don't understand some of the things. And when I'm talking English, maybe you don't understand. And if you don't understand, why can't you ask? Like, oh, Ginto, I heard you talking about this. Sometimes I translate, or sometimes you might be having the head is headaching with the other things onto the head. You understand? Maybe you have altered already your normal functioning of the body. The hypothalamus, the common oblongata, the cerebellum, they're not working in a common stature. So at that kind of the rate, I cannot have any kind of the problem to be asked at that kind of the level. It's a person to ask me. So when I'm doing, I saw, you know, when a person wants to trigger something from you and talk about, okay, I want to take over from Gintu and start pumping the family. You understand where I came from and how we started and until I got to the mom, until we talked, until we did everything. Somebody's talking about Gintu has so many projects. That's not none of your business. What is there is everything handled the way it is. You understand, like, it's not a must you see Gintu in this kind of the place. Like, is it a must you see me at your home so as the work can continue?
No.
Sometimes I'm here, but the work at the Jiga's family is continuing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm at Jiga's family, maybe the work is continuing. Maybe some other people are anonymous. Some of the things you will never know them because some of the people talk about Gintu, I don't want this kind of the project to go to the platform. And that is nature. And I said it. If it is so punctual, and I say it as a fact, if it's so punctual at this kind of the platform, Matiko family, it's not a must to be broadcasted to the internet to show like they're constructing the houses, they're doing whatever necessary. That is not the business. The business is they should get, is this kind of the money we are getting from the internet, is it helping them to construct the house? No. And you understand how it always coming. If a person has come out and talked about, I will do it. Let me say this as a fact sometimes. Sometimes we're going to be getting this kind of thing. We have to learn ourselves. Not like it's only a person who has money maybe going to be sponsoring Gintu can talk about, okay, I can say over you. No. One thing is one. When you come to the platform and say that I will do it in Jesus' name and everything will be okay. And I will finish it. When I say or I tell Mr. Nyangoko here, Mr. Nyangoko, don't have any problem. Anything that you need, tell Gintu and everything will be okay. I'll just do it. You, as you are watching, will you be interested of talking about let me chip in and help Mr. Nyangoko?
Okay, if I'm capable.
But you have heard about how they have said.
Yeah.
How they have said, if you are capable and you are willing to do it.
Yeah.
But at much of the time, people talk about, okay, you have said you will do it. So what people are saying is we are watching to see what is going to be handled.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can shoot videos. They will go, but some of the people talk about, if they're going to be supporting, is talking about, let me buy this kind of, people are watching. Let me buy this kind of the greens to the mom or buy this kind of the shopping to the mom. But talking about, I want to be chipping to bring some hardcore, I've never received anyone talking about that one. It's only the people you have seen like, okay, you do shopping to the mom and bring it there. A little bit of that one. But a bit of talking about maybe you're going to be having other people behind. I've never. If you have ever talked about Gintu bring some hardcore to Matiko, you can raise up and talk about Gintu. Yes, I have. I've ever done it. So a bit headaching. Huh? So I saw this kind of yesterday whereby you know, sometimes when somebody's talking about, that's why right now you don't see Gintu posting, and I have to make sure that this kind of the gentleman, if you're going to be talking to this kind of the camera, everybody should be sober to make sure that our minds are together. But if our minds are not together, I cannot broadcast you onto my own channel because you understand what's going to be popping out, like the way it is. So you can take a person and talk about, okay, can you, now this is the condition you are, the person might be talking shit nonsense and talk about, yeah, this is what I need. And a bit of the time you can find like you are spoiling other people's reputation. In a way, like I will not stand and see a little bit of my reputation being undertaken or being lowered onto this kind of the way because I'm not into that kind of the class to be told about how it's going to be. I am already the project manager. Let me handle much of the things behind the camera. Because the cameras are bringing so many things that are not even relevant. Because I can handle on camera and off camera. That is the fact. Anyone who's going to be having any kind of the problem, I can tell that as a fact. And that is the necessary thing that I can just speak at this kind of the time. So what is always coming in is maybe how it's gonna be. Maybe things are gonna be changing. Talk about the reshuffle, and every time we are ready, talk about whenever you are tenderized. Sometimes the government or sometimes they can fail, and talk about okay, Gintu, we have seen you are slow, and we're gonna be getting another company to come and take over. It's accessible because when I took over from the other gentleman here, you understood I talked about we have more better development than what you could be doing. And if there's another person who can do better than Gintu, I don't have any kind of the things to do. I will talk about I'm shifting and I'm just living very slowly without bringing some of the mayhem here. This is not the only work we can do at a day and talk about everything going to be coming out. And we have some of the things like a person wants to sabotage. And that is the very stupid thing that I understand, whereby a person wants to sabotage you in like using so many people in terms of accessing one information. And whatever I'll speak to Mr. Mukami right now is not what Mukami will reach to the third person. The third person, the information that we reach there is fake and rumors.
Already contaminated.
Is already exactly contaminated and contaminated. That is it. And the actual report is always onto the ground. Because if somebody is talking about Gintu, I want you to do this and that and this, and things are going to be getting to that kind of an esquire the way it is. And that's why you see even the Jigas family is continuing. There's so many other things that we are just doing behind the camera. Everything is just being handled the way it is. So this kind of an artifact, I could just say is sometimes I'm in a busy manner, like if I have ordered for the materials. Sometimes you can never know when the materials are arriving to the site. I'll say as a fact. It's only they will inform me. Gintu, we have picked your own, maybe it's ballast, and we will land there tomorrow morning, or we have reached at a section that we are about to reach your destination. And I'll tell them, okay, reach, I'm there or I'm not there. So some of the materials that were landing to Matiko's position here were coming at night. Some of them because of the time and also how busy those kind of the trucks are. Because it's not only like it's Gintu they can work to. There are so many people, including Murimi was using my brother also, including David Jr. here was using my brother also, including the brother to David Jr. Mara was using my brother also to get materials to themselves. Because when you are working as independent person, you are having your own trucks. Whatever Gintu has a problem with you, it's not a problem with my brother having his own truck. That is the necessary. Like, okay, my brother cannot go to the dancing mom because Gintu is not going there. That is the stupid thing. And if it's the material delivery, that's the loquat things that we cannot handle. If Gintu is not getting hand in hand with Maro, maybe there's some of 2-3 things. My brother cannot talk about because Gintu is not there, or Gintu doesn't want me to go there or whatever. He cannot not do that kind of the work because it's payable, because what they need is work, and talk about Gintu is not in such kind of the condition. That's stupid things that we cannot handle. Let everybody be independent. Freedom and rights of everybody should be perversed. And also, when some of the materials are arriving, and I inform you like the materials are going to be arriving, it's not a must like I have to show like this is a truck, guys, this is handling this kind of the materials, it has reached. Whenever you see the materials have arrived to the maybe to the actual area, if a truck was maybe it was not full, but it has come, it will pour and it will go. Even if I'm there with the camera, it will pour and it will go. And it's only how you respect yourself with the truck people, truck drivers, and how they're gonna be bringing some of the materials to the site. I was not to talk this kind of this kind of the things here, but a bit we're gonna be having a reshuffle, I know, and if somebody gonna be talking about Gintu, how gonna be working. I've seen this kind of the work of sometimes. There are some of the projects I can work as a charity and support without being paid. But there are some of the things that you can come up with and talk about it becomes now very heavy. And I'm now a project manager. We shall sort ourselves how it's going to be. We agree and disagree to understand how it's going to be coming. And I think the best thing is the project manager, whenever somebody going to be looking for Ginto, like Ginto, I want to be helping this kind of the family. For the families that I have looked and have just viewed my own videos, I can talk about, I can do it in a charity format. Like I'm going to be helping them to see how they're going to be getting to another position. But whenever a person access Ginto and talk about Ginto, I want to do this and then this to do, we have to make sure that we're going to be getting to the terms and the condition, which is taking the advantage of the project management. And that is what we're going to be handling to make things coming out more clearly. So I have the mom here. She's a bit having like a headache a little bit. Don't worry, ma. Are you good? Welcome. Don't worry. I know you might be having a little bit of a problem. How is the sickness? Oh, you are good, eh? The athletics is a bit, you are now doing some zoezi. Oh, kila kitu inasonga kidogo kidogo, si ndio? Oh, naendelea kumeza madawa. Oh, yeah. You saw the story yesterday. But, oh, you heard about it, eh? Yeah, but the things are just contradicting a bit. And everything will be okay, yeah? You will have your house, everything will just be okay. And don't be talk about maybe you have heard about whatever. We understand whenever things are just being conducted, there are some of the people who want to chip in. You understand the devil is not sleeping, you know it. Always the devil is not sleeping. He's always talking about I have to be on toes. Whatever Ginto is doing, I have to be there and see how the things are going to be coming. And let us not be like children outside here. Like you don't understand how this kind of the work is done. If you have never done the work of material delivery and becoming a project manager, keep quiet and see how the things are always conducted. And observe and talk about, even me, I want to be like how Ginto is. And everything will just be moving on. Mambo iko sawa, no problem. Everything is okay. You want me to be here and do the work? We continue.
Sababu kuna mwenye aliingia hapa akaja akatufuruga akatoka, ukaingia hapa ataka uendelee kufanya kazi hapa nyumbani mpaka kazi siku itaisha.
Okay. So you want me to be here until the work is complete?
Hapa.
Yeah. Okay. But for the people who are talking A, B, C, D, you know sometimes people can be A, B, C, D.
Watu wanaochochea maneno, hao ni kazi imewakosa kufanya. Kwa sababu
they don't have a work to do.
Kwa sababu mtu akiona mtu unasaidia mtu, anataka tu afuruge ili maneno yasiendelee.
Exactly.
Mimi nataka tu ukae hapa nyumbani, ufanye kazi venye ulianza, umemwaga mchanga, umemwaga mawe, kokoto ndio hiyo, blocks ndio zimekuja hapa.
Yeah.
Nasema na mwenye anatuma hizo vitu kuja hapa nyumbani na wewe pia unavipokea. Mungu aendelee kumsupport kabisa na amwekee miaka hata 150.
Exactly. So for Azan Foundation. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Everything is okay. Let's make it happen because we are going to be moving.
Ukiwa hapa, kila kitu kitakuwa sawa kabisa.
When Ginto is available, everything is okay. Thank you. We shall make it happen and everything going to be coming out. It's a bit of the crinkums of other responsibility. You have something to say, my friend? Today you are very silent. I know why. Don't worry. Exactly.
No,
so
we are
guys,
shocked. We are just shocked.
Oh, you are shocked?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. This is the world. And whenever you see the platform is always coming, be aware of things going to be happening any kind of the time. And that is the nature. So we have to continue. Whenever things are going to be coming and we agree into terms and conditions, everything continues as normal because some of the things here, somebody can be pumped. You understand? I was saying, I know there are so many young generation who might be watching and talking about, I want to be watching Ginto. And so as I can see what's going to be popping out. I will say it as a fact. For the children we are just having, who are developing now and again, I think education is the most profitable key value to make it happen. Education. And even if you can have education, yes, there might have some of the people can grow fools. Yes, we know. And they can be so aged while fools. They are there. But education is the most key. And also understanding is the key. You understand? Also understanding is we can call it, how can I call it? Is a talent. Understanding is a talent also. And we shall be aware of that one. For the people who are going to be asking about what do I mean, you can elaborate in upper meaning. And whenever I say so, because we have to understand, because of what kind of the things can be. Like we can be challenged from this and this. And that's the fact. And I know there's so many people who are ever talking to the platform, talking about, Gintu, how sure are you it will be working here and here? What I can say is it's only God knows. And if there's nothing can be permanent whenever it comes to, it's only God, whatever he has placed it there, it can be permanent. Whether you say A, B, C, D, it will be permanent, but not anything that you can just come out and say. Because, some of the things that are always shocking is whereby somebody is talking about how many people are using engineers, including our engineer who's going to be here. We have been waiting for more than two weeks. Waiting for this kind of the plan and the 3D to come out. So is he busy or is he having so many tenders? And he is getting more because he can take time but do something very constant and very stable and very uniform in a way like it will help in this kind of the way. But do you talk about Gintu is having so many things? Who told you the trucks, I own the trucks? Who told you every day you're going to be pouring some of the materials? It's not that way. The thing is, if you're going to be talking about we have to get forward into this one, the good thing is we leave the other puppets out. Like when the information is going to be like Gintu is filming, Mokami is filming, Boki is filming, the other gentleman is filming, God is filming, the mom is filming. Do you know how many contradicting things will come out from that kind of the place? So many things that will be sabotaging. Oh, Gintu, you are the person who's going to be filming everything. I've seen something from Godi. Why can't you cover it? I've seen something from there. It will be like we are competing. And who is saying the truth? Who is not saying it? Everybody was into the site. Maybe how the things going to be coming out, you evolve talking about somebody who fell from a house. Maybe God was filming, somebody has fallen down. Gintu was not there when he was filming. Maybe other things, maybe I was in the market or into the hardware, I was not around. They will talk about, why is God filming a person falling down? Or why is God filming this kind of things and this? Why couldn't you cover them out? Sometimes the position that you might be handling at that moment, it might be out of it. And also using other people because of you understand the problem that we're going to be having is like whenever a person has placed something which is small onto the head and a bit the head is shaking 2-3 things, you come out and talk about the person who's going to be talking the relevant thing and causing much of the mayhem. At this kind of the moment, you can find like somebody is coming and they cannot talk to you. Like, okay, Mukami can come right now and talk about, no, Gintu, I don't want to talk to you. I've been told like, oh, this kind of things has in this and then this platform. And why haven't you done the way it is this way? Maybe you don't understand. You're not the person who was communicating to have it done. And before somebody can send something to you, he has analyzed until he's sending such kind of the thing to you. And that's the fact. A person cannot wake up blindly and talk about, maybe he will send and talk about it's in this kind of the platform. This is the plan of how to use this kind of the money. And not a person can just talk about, this is the money, do whatever you want to do and how you're going to be handling it. No, everybody has a systematic on how you're going to be getting the money out. Let it not be like, again, they want to be sabotaging because of they are greedy of something. When you need something from somewhere, and talk about, okay, I want also me to be known, and I want to be like Gintu, how Gintu is doing his own kind of the jobs, and people also can trust and talk about you're going to be getting forward. To this kind of the foundation, maybe I'm having this kind of the foundation called Mamatandi Foundation. It's all over, and it's one of the best and the best foundations because I've also gone to Zambia. You can imagine it has funded Gintu from Kenya to Zambia. I've gone there because I'm the CEO to cherish with them and tell them and also improvise some of 2-3 things in Zambia and show out and showcase much of the things like this is how the foundation is doing its own things and that's how it's funding because it's one of the known organizations. And arbitrarily, somebody can come and talk about how it's going to be. Let us not be sabotaging some of the things that we have not included ourselves into because it's helping much of the 2-3 things here. And a little bit of some of the confusions that might bring some of the confusion here. here, let us not stick with them. And God bless you, everyone, wherever you are. And we shall be together as we are ever praying to talk about things going to be coming out and being successful. I'm always one-on-one. Whatever happens, I always arrive to the mom and talk about, oh, the mom, this kind of the things have been funded and everything is paid to this and that and this and this and then this. Thank you very much. That's how it is, and that's why the video is there. But if we need to do something unnoticed from the platform, it can be, and I'm best also into that. And everything going to be coming out more fantastic. Keep tuned, keep it locked, because things are going to be coming to you live one-on-one. As I'm going to be saying, thank you very much for you being tuned here. As I'm going to be getting to the fish farm, to the other side, I have some of the guests who are waiting for me to the other side, and we're going to be having 2-3 thoughts about it, because everybody's talking about let's focus and see what Gintu can give us, because things going to be giving out onto the control. Whenever Gintu is there, even Rome was built in decades. Even Gintu is building himself in small motion. Whenever we're going to be getting there, we can say God always is there. And what Gintu and God, what God has said that Gintu going to be having, it will be there and nobody can sabotage it. Keep tuned. Back to you in the fish farm. Back to the studio. Guys, back again to the fish farm here, and we are ready. And I see very beautiful ladies behind me here. Don't worry, guys. You understand, whenever you become the way we are here, we have so many temptations, but only God knows. Exactly. Back again to the spot here. It was just a by the way, and we're going to be getting everything to run how it is. Here, back again to the fish farm. I understand that we have so many platforms that are going to be coming out, organizing how the things are going to be coming out, and making things to come out. And that is very meticulous. For the people who understand who Gintu is and how best we are, they know, like, I'm even able to give out whatever I'm having to the last mile, so you can just see this kind of the things getting forward. But to this kind of the esquire of a person taking about the advantage of A, B, C, D, they are airing. You know one thing, guys, at this kind of the time, you know, we have a difference between female and male. And whenever female to a female, and a male to a female, and a male to male. So sometimes you can get so many people are just contacting Gintu, they know my capability. There are people who knows, like, my work should be strict, and this work should be in a strict way, like I need it to be done very meticulous. And the way you saw at Tandy Foundation, they have entrusted and to Gintu talks about we're going to be having a facility. They know how capable I am. And if I say going to be making this, I have to make it happen. And that is my way forward. That is my forward march. That's my motto of talking about the way forward. Always forward. Backward never. That's my slogan. And today is today, and tomorrow going to be another day. It's always happening, because we have to see from the past regime, the past era, and the past way you have going to be making it happen. At this kind of the time, we are welcoming this kind of the not a gentleman. I'm always included to the gentleman dairy, talk about Mokami, Mulimi, Matiko. The gentleman always around me. Today I have beautiful ladies, and we're going to be listening to one of the lady here, so she can just tell us A, B, C, D. But a small hint about it. One time she was, she ever came to this kind of the position. It was a year ago, and she can entail and she can understand. But she has been founding to my own channel sometimes here and there, and she's gonna be having 2-3 breaking news here and there, and you will understand how are they and what are they doing at this kind of the time, and why have they lost? Because sometimes we have to be there, because if I ever be part of the way to make your YouTube channel or your YouTube career to go forward, and I see you are a bit reacting behind a bit, I always call you and talk about what's the problem. Sometimes get a boost. Maybe there are some of the people who have lost hope. Sometimes you understand how the YouTube platform is, and one-on-one welcoming her. She's gonna be arriving here. Welcome to this kind of the channel. Hey, she's laughing so meticulous, guys. If it could be not this kind of the platform, only God knows what I could have done. Hey, today is today. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Always tuned.
Yeah.
I always host people in this kind of the side.
Not this side.
No, this is my right side.
You know you are tall.
Yeah, I'm tall. I know you are looking for a taller person, but I'm not in terms of that one, because you are short. That is always coming to this kind of area. Hi, how is everything? Why are you smiling?
Well, everything is good.
Everything is good?
Yeah.
It has been a while now. Where have you been?
I've been at home with my kids.
I know you have a home, you have kids. Where have you been in terms of the platform?
No,
How is it working right now? But you can have introducing yourself because let us introduce the humanity first, and we're going to be getting to the other thing.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
My name is Robi Chacha.
No, we have to. Hi guys, it has been hi guys, hi guys. Introduce with another thing. Any other thing apart from hi guys.
Hi beautiful people.
That's my slogan. Another one.
Hi my family.
Thank you. Hi your family.
Hi family.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you so much Gintu for hosting me to your channel.
Exactly.
So my name is Robi Chacha. Yeah, so I decided to come today like to check you on this fish pond.
The fish farm industry.
Yeah, it's a while because I remember the day I came here looking for a job.
Which year was that one?
It was 2014.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Where were you in 2014? I was in standard 8.
No, 2024. 2024, not not 2014.
Yeah,
I
2024.
remember 2014 I was Form 1.
You were in Form 1?
Yeah. And
You?
Yeah.
I was in standard 8. So now you can see.
Now you say I'm bigger than you.
No.
You need to respect me, Gintu.
Do you know if I repeated in some
No,
classes?
nothing like that. So
Who told
just,
you?
Yeah, I'm your elder sister.
Thank you, my elder sister. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah.
And everything gonna be so fantastic. She's called Robi Chacha. And I understand, by the way, it was a very long time, a bit, I think a year ago.
Yeah.
She was here. And during that kind of the time, I was having some agriculture. During that time you came, this area we are stepping here, we were cultivating it,
Yes.
and we were about to start the green farm and this kind of the industry. And she came to look for the work of talking about, Gintu, please, I have a problem of talk about taking care of the children and much more. I talked about let God, whenever God has given you the opportunity to give other people hope. I always been to that kind of the position. I gave her a job. She was slashing here, slashing. The following day, the channel was booming. She vanished. You get somebody, tell us if you got somebody and you vanished, quack. You never even came back again. I know that's the history of how the things are becoming. But everything has to come out the way they are.
Yeah.
And also now, the last time again we met, it was in the Jigas family. When we were about to take them out of the hospital,
Yeah.
you came with one of the gentlemen here called who? Jose the Mason. And we had some of 2-3 videos. And also there's a day you came to the home. Talk about where the construction was, and you supported us 2-3 things. And always remember, you bought us soda. It was so meticulous. Yeah, it was the courtesy of making sure that you're going to be supporting us to get forward, because sometimes let us not forget where we came from or forget what we are going to be doing.
Yeah.
And I always have that kind of the mindset, like if a person has been there and we have helped ourselves to get into that kind of the ridge, I always recognize their presences here. So how is the family? Because I understand since your husband went, I understand how it went and how you remained with the children. How are you coping up right now? Or the YouTube, how is it helping you in terms of coping up with your way forward? Because it was so painful for a person to lose a husband and also continue and come back to the normal way of living and accept yourself. You know what here is? The way I see her here, stand here. You are short, always you will be short. Don't feel like you're going to be getting to a position you want to be tall. No, accept yourself. So the way you accept yourself, you are the way you are. Tell us, how did you cope up until you recognize yourself and trust about, I want to be getting forward? And because there are so many people outside here who, I will say that's a fact. There are so many people who are now widows. But whenever you see what they're doing to strive and get forward, they're not clean the way you are. You understand? Yeah. Sometimes you can find them, they are ever begging from this position to another position, talking about what are A, B, C, D. But how are you doing it? And you have coped up to this kind of the life and you have accepted. How did you come to that?
It's God. First of all, I would say it's God. Yeah, because if it were not God, I don't know where I could be. And again, YouTube. I don't know one thing brought this YouTube. Me, for sure, I really appreciate always our people, our subscribers, because they are the ones who, as you see me, the way I am.
Yeah, you are looking so gladiant.
It's about some of our subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who have recognized your presence, giving you hope. morale,
Yeah.
motivation, and talking about don't be demoralized, don't have stress, because it has happened.
Yeah.
It has happened.
Yeah.
There's nothing you'll ever do because God has called his own servants. They are now going to serve to the angels and talking about to sit to this kind of the left side of me, and we handle and make sure that we're gonna be the CCTVs from the heaven, making sure we're gonna be praying for us. And whenever they see us, they talk about, please God, please, this person maybe doesn't know what he's doing, and you understand how it's gonna be. They are praying for us. Rest in peace for our brothers and sisters, our husbands and our wives who have got this kind of the mystery. Maybe they have demises, and we pray for them and we say, God bless you wherever you are. Be in the spirit and always keep on praying for us. Always tuned. So right now, the children are moving.
Yeah.
They are going to school.
Yeah, they are going to school.
Yeah, that's the key value I wanted to understand, because whenever I see this kind of the young children who are now growing up with single parents or having totally orphans, I always talk about, oh my living God, who will be providing to them, who will be helping them, and what are now you doing at this kind of the platform apart from YouTube, ABCD?
I have business.
You have a small business.
I have a small business. I sell shoes.
You sell shoes.
Although I don't have the stock.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talk about from the total sales, you can buy some stock, or is a bit a small business that is going to be coping out for you to eat a bit, buy some supper.
Yeah, it's just buying for last supper and paying the rent.
Paying the rent.
Yeah, you know how the rent is so expensive.
Yeah,
If it could be not at the rent, at least.
it could be a bit
Yeah.
something good
Yeah.
here. So that's how you always go.
And the business is about from our subscriber.
Yeah.
I remember the day he came to ask
You
me for a job.
visited me here.
Yeah, it's a day God opened for me.
The doors.
Yeah,
and
from
said
your-
about from Gintu's courtesy.
Yeah, from Gintu's courtesy.
Yeah.
At least
Uh-huh.
by now I have a business.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a big business, but I sell shoes.
Yeah.
At least.
You have ventured into something
Yeah.
that will make you move on.
Yeah.
If it could be another person who could be talking about, let me be an, I'm sorry if I'm going to be speaking this kind of the word. You can be a drama queen outside here, maybe prostitution is there, maybe talk about hang out with any man who is ever coming. You can be a reckless woman.
Yeah.
But you have selected to be so silent and do your own things to feed your family, because those are the only family you are left with.
Yeah.
Including sometimes you are never recognized with your family. Sometimes they talk about, oh, you know, now you have a boy?
No,
You don't have a boy.
I just have girls.
How do you cope up with the family? Sometimes they talk about, oh, we need boys, A, B, C, D.
No, they don't have any issue.
Some families,
about-
some family could have already been replaced
Now,
here in
how
Korea.
can I replace and the person has already died?
No, dying is
And
not a
you
problem.
remember,
do you
I
know?
have
Do you know?
just-
Do you know the dancing mom doesn't have a husband, but she's
But
living
I watched they were doing nini,
the ceremony.
wedding.
That was sustaining
Now I wonder-
that was sustaining the dancing mom with the conjugal rights. Don't worry about that one. That's nature. So sometimes you can get like you have got such kind of the misery, and like maybe your husband has gone, maybe your wife has gone, and you can find somebody talking about, now I do have hope, and you can be living. Yesterday I shot a video with some of the children who the father is there, but the father has neglected the children because the first wife, who was the wife, and the wife went to Nairobi to look for the job, and this kind of the job, she died on the spot, or before even she could send even a penny to home, like helping the children. So the only thing that the children were expecting was the mother to come with the shopping and talk about, yes, you are my kids, this is the life I have got, the greener pasture. But what they found was what? A casket. And the mother is sleeping inside the casket with no life again, and the life has ended, and she fell from a story building, a 4th floor, and she died completely at the same spot. And it was a big trauma. And now the father married a new wife. That's what I was saying. Some of the people talk about, you have gone, yes. You already, like the way you are, you can talk about, okay, my husband was this way, now my husband is not there, and what I'm going to be doing is to bring other men inside. It is possible for most of the other people, but you have said like you have to keep your body the way you are. You can be a good motivator person and give people hope. Exactly. You are resembling to Paz the way she is. You are resembling to other people. So many people like there's this kind of the woman who is fellow the boy helping. I don't know which kind of the woman she's called. Mama Felista, something like that one. They have no husbands, but they have been helped in a bit, small businesses, and so many people have been helped with some of the businesses, but they have failed. What has been the problem? And you are still on it a bit. And how are you coping up with this kind of
It's 1 year since I started.
Yeah, it's 1 year.
Yeah.
Let me say as a fact, you know the YouTube platform has helped this kind of the widows. That's the fact. But they've been helped with the business to open up the businesses, but the business right now they are not available. That's the fact. They are not available. But you are sticking to that kind of the business, whatever small it will be, and you're going to be encountering whatever necessary. How are you doing it? Because you can motivate these other ladies who are the people who are just having here, maybe they have lost maybe their partner, and they're talking about, I cannot continue, I have stress, I cannot even sell, the business is going to be opening, it's going to be not benefiting me. A bit of problem. How do you cope up?
Yeah. You know, first of all, business has a lot of challenges.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you don't have the, I don't know, they say the, kama una your dam, like if you don't have the blood.
Not you don't have the blood. Who doesn't have? That's now a direct translation. You know, this English, we never cooked ugali and we ate and talked about whatever we're eating is English. The English came with a boat, with the Vasco da Gama. So we have to understand, eh?
Yeah.
And the good thing is maybe the flow of the ancestral blood flow is not having that kind of the oriented business into their blood.
Yeah.
That's what they say, yeah? So maybe they don't have that kind of the flow.
It's true, and then if you have business, you want to stray, you want to make your hair, you want to make your nails, you want to look stray queen, and the business is small.
Okay.
Maybe the profit that you are getting from the business is just to think to your
Motivate
kids,
you,
to
sustain
have
your-
just food on your table, and you want to have a lot of things. Like I want to be like this person. I want to make my hair. I want to look smart. You see.
I always give an example like this kind of the lady called Priska. She has motivated herself until she has got into that. Whatever happened to Priska was there until this kind of the time. I know all the history, how it is. And I was the one who told her, you know, this kind of the things, how they are. You know, when we were somewhere else and things cooked out and Gintu was told, please help her to carry the luggages. I know how it happened. Her husband was so sluggish, ABCD, until she talked about, I want to settle on my own. So I think you're going to be getting the same repetition of her, how she's operating. And she's now making it. She has a home and everything is just continuing. So the good thing is to understand yourself. That's what you talk about. And understand like you have some people who are depending on you. And don't think about this kind of the people depending on you. You should do whatever necessary to make sure that you're going to be surviving. Yes, it's there like a mother, but sometimes you have to look at which kind of the thing you're going to be surviving from. And the real fact is this kind of the time. I know it has been so headaching, and whenever you recall, like this kind of the time, you could be getting to the outings and much more. How did you do until you forgot about it?
First of all, I entered, like I said, I want to make my own things. I don't want the companies.
The companies.
Yeah, you know what messes us? It's about the companies. So you want to look like other person. Maybe someone has a big someone who is supporting her. Maybe she has a lot of money, and even you want to do, and you don't know how
this person became to be.
person
Everybody has
became-
his own structure.
Yeah. So, and you remember also, I'm just alone. Like my mother-in-law died.
Yeah, I saw even your father-in-law.
Yeah, my father-in-law
Yeah.
died. My
So-
husband was only the son.
Oh my
Died.
God.
So I'm just only me with my children. So I
Exactly.
need to cool.
And now you are the left person to make that family grow.
Yeah, that is.
Now you
If
don't
I
have,
mess-
now you don't have a boy.
God will bring that back.
God can never bring. It's you to look for that one.
No, God is going to send
How
someone.
are you? Huh?
God will send someone.
For the people who trust that one, let us leave it there.
Yeah.
God will send someone. I was
God
about
will
to say,
send
I
angels.
was about to say, you are not the Virgin Mary who will get the child through the Holy Spirit. But everything is possible. Even the Holy Spirit can bring a child.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, you understand during that time. And there's a time it reached much of the YouTubers, more so the ladies. They ventured into sending the nudes and sex videos, east, west, and south here and there. But I appreciate, like, you never go to that kind of the trend.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
Gintu, about sending maybe those
Nudes,
nudes.
uh-huh.
It's like no one is willing to send such thing like that. It's because of life.
The
If
life
it-
is hard.
Yeah, if it is that something that will make you to get
So how? Do you know the internet doesn't forget? And you know the children are going to be growing.
it's true, but sometimes outside here, like as widows, we really
It is crinking.
we really have a lot of challenges, Gintu. Yeah.
You know, the husband, husband sit as a man,
Yeah.
and he has a very good thing that he can do, and you cannot do it.
Yeah, it's true.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes you just do for the sake of maybe your kids to get something, all at yourself maybe.
Yeah.
If you see that maybe this is something that can give me food to my table, you do it.
For the survival values.
Yeah.
If it is stealing, let me go steal. Whatever happens, my children should eat.
But it could be maybe someone who is supporting her, has maybe husband is doing all the...
So do you think about this kind of the influence is coming from the people around him, or the people supporting will talk about, oh, if you want me to support you this way? Have you ever fallen into that one? Have you ever got someone talking about, okay, you know, you look so fantastic, even if the things happen the way you are, you look so good, and I need you to do this so I can just gain this?
No,
You have never.
I've never.
You have stuck to your own point.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to get forward. And what I heard from you, which was so best, is when you said about the children are going to school and you are striving to make sure that they're going to be getting knowledge. The knowledge right now is the key. And I will say this as a fact, and I've been saying it. To this kind of the era we are, if you don't have knowledge and skills of something, you're going to be in a very bad situation. Right now, nobody is going to be talking about, you're going to be having a good education of this and then this. Skills and understanding skills. Like you went to education, you understand education is learning and getting a little bit of the education that will help you to synthesize the life and become a skilled person and do something else. And which is right now going to be helping so many people. No job opportunity. Who is going to be employing you? Nobody's outside here to employ you.
Yeah.
Did you study? You finished your Form 4?
Yeah, I finished the Form 4.
You went to the college?
No.
You never went to the college?
Yeah.
The man talked about this lady Yukes. And the way you are this way, you were married. Which year was that one?
2018.
2018,
Yeah.
when I was finishing my Form 4. And now the way you are, and you can see the 2018 how she was, and you can now analyze how the things were happening. Let's leave that one to the God, and the living God also understands. So the little fact is we have to understand how the things going to be coming out, and also supporting ourselves and also motivating ourselves. For the people who have ever been checking her from this and the striving, I saw her with Percy running east, west, and south here and there, talking about guys support us in the lives. It was a crinking. Only God knows how we're going to be surviving. But she has come again to this kind of the position of the fish farm. The way we were here and we got a much of the video. Go support her. She's called Robbie Chacha.
Yeah.
R-O-B-I. Robbie. Chacha is C-H-A. Very meticulous. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the channel name is here. Hey, you have moved. It is here. Robbie Chacha. It's there, guys. 1,211. Hey, you are moving. I tell you are moving. And I understand when you came here, it's when you had opened the channel?
Yeah.
You had opened, eh?
Was maybe 200.
200 there.
Yeah. 200
Yeah.
there.
And we squeezed you until right now you are 1,200, eh?
Yes.
You are moving. And that's when we thank to the living God, because he's the one who is giving us the health, and also talking about we have to strive and make it happen. Very much discuss. Thank you. You have something to say? Closing remarks?
Me, I don't have any much.
You can
but
say support me, ABCD, this is what my top. You put the period.
Yes, so guys, go and check me as Robbie Chacha.
Yeah.
I'm a business
Oriented woman.
business oriented woman.
But with a less business.
But with a less talk, guys.
Yeah.
So I really urge you.
If you're gonna be supporting.
If you can support my business to get more, at least stock to look good.
Exactly.
So at least I can, when January it reaches, maybe I can be getting my child to school fees. Yeah, from my business. So
exactly.
Me, it's just only my need to urge you guys support my business.
Exactly.
Like,
Support her.
a small stock that
Or
you
go
can.
watch also the videos.
Yeah.
And you can just come in contact with her.
Yeah.
And she can just talk about this is how she's striving to make it happen.
Yeah.
Because this life is striving. Also, one thing I like about she is talking about please can you show me how to fish, so as she can fish on herself.
Yeah.
And this kind of the motive is talking about talk about promote her, support her, encourage her, and give her hope. And next year she's gonna be getting something good after working for it.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be paying for this kind of the fee. This kind of the people should not be there. They didn't talk about, oh, I want to be paying you this kind of the fee. If you are not coming out to talk about this is what I'm doing to sustain me, and if you promote me, even if you're gonna be small, I will be so capable to make sure that this kind of the things we're gonna be getting for. And nobody will ever come out talk about, oh, my children are gonna be not having education, a bit such kind of the things. And I appreciate that one, and that's a good moral to other people who are growing. Gotha. Thank you very much. That's very better, and I like super women like the way she is. And the first day I told her here, you can never know, today is today, but tomorrow gonna be another day. And it always comes. And this is the other day, and she's now shining a bit. The day she came here, guys, if you can see that video how she was, she was having some shoes that you'll think about it was coming from Judas Iscariot. They were looking like tire, not tires. You can understand. So I'm not disgracing. I was talking about how this kind of the platform is changing lives, and how the YouTube family also is changing life. I know I have people who are watching me and they have ever checked onto her. They are watching also her. And I say, keep us moving, and we're going to be encouraging ourselves. I understand there's a time also I took some of the ladies' pads. I came to your home, and you collected ladies. I gave them the sanitary needs.
They usually come to ask me pads.
Until right now?
Yeah, they are telling me to call you, and you bring for them pads.
Guys, you see, ladies are always talking about the kid. Where have you been? Can you promote us this Christmas, ABCD? If you're going to be listening to this kind of the video and you have just got that kind of the morale, you can talk about $100 is enough to buy like 5 boxes.
Yes.
Exactly?
Yeah,
like 5 boxes. And I can just go to her village and talk about, collect those ladies, bring them closer to me. And I know they're having a problem. Look at how she is striving on herself. No husband, no father-in-law, no mother-in-law. She's the one who's going to be now growing that home. And right now that home has shifted from the parenthood to her. Now she's the parent of everything. She's the one who will fail that family because nobody's there. The husband was the only son. The only son. So if she has messed with the entire ancestral home. Talk about not even ancestral. The home of I talk about the home she is married to. If she's messing a bit.
You have meant me to.
Oh, sorry. You are going to be crying. Oh, I'm very, very sorry. I've stopped even. Guys, sometimes we have to understand what they're going to think. I mean, you understand, whenever everybody has been lost from their entire family, sometimes it can be so hard to cope up with the life and make it happen. Hey, come. Don't worry. It's the real life. This is the life that is there. Don't worry about this. I have to encourage you and give you the hope because everything is happening. Come closer. I know it might be hard. Don't worry about that one. And guys, that's the nature that is always nurturing outside here. And if we say some of the things we have to say, and we have to make sure that things are going to be coming out. Be tuned and let us support her and make sure that we're going to be getting forward. Whenever she thinks about how the life was and how this kind of the life is, a bit traumatizing. And we have to say, God give us hope. And maybe tomorrow but one, I might talk about, oh, I'm coming in the Santa Pass, and we support her also. 2 3 things. That's going to be God. God always here, and always I talk. God always know their people, how they are surviving. That's the nature. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I know it's very far. And I was just telling people how it is, because some of the people, you have to understand, whenever the whole family is there, not long available, you become the parent. And if you fail, you have failed the whole family, because you could be the one who could be getting the sons to bear the children, and also that family could be recognizable entirely, and talk about this was a family of somebody. So if you mess a bit, you're going to be talking about where were you and what did you do, why couldn't you say ABCD a bit that way. So we have to encourage ourselves and encourage each self when we're going to be getting forward. Keep tuned, keep it locked. Thank you very much for you being tuned and also listening to this kind of the videos, updating you how this kind of life is. She's called Robbie Chacha, ROBICHACHA, which is Robbie Chacha, and you're going to be supporting her. Go view the channel. She's having amazing content. Give her hope, encouragement, as she is just striving to make it happen. Keep tuned, keep it locked. Things are coming to you. I'm going to be getting a bit of a rest, because this kind of the YouTube platform also, guys, this is how the nature is, and we're going to be supporting each other to grow together. Be tuned, be locked. Say bye.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye. Yes, we are done, and we say other things are going to be popping out, are going to be coming to this kind of the conscience matter, and I'm going to be saying we're going to be having a next video going to be popping out. We're going to be discussing about how the things are going to be coming, and to the matter of Matiko, I will just say, if things are going to be not working, another person will take over, and the things will just be conducted. The hope is I'm ever knowing like Matiko going to be having a home, and they will be having it. I have that faith of it, and I understand, because sometimes you cannot come to the terms and conditions, and sometimes you can never know my schedule and a little bit of how the things are going to be coming. Maybe I've grown up not having too much pressure. You can never know how it's going to be, but how the things are going to be coming is I always work very smart. I need something to be very smart, and that's why sometimes I might be slow to make it happen. And when the things are going to be calling, when the duty calls, I'm ever responsible to make sure that this duty is apprehended into that kind of the matter, and that is the way forward. And we're going to be supporting Gin to support the people who are going to be developing some of the stories outside here, and they're going to be so much fantastic if we ever support each other to make it happen, because we are we and we shall be we. If we are not there, they shall say you were there but you could not make it happen, and that is what you can just say onto this kind of the platform. Keep tuned. Back to you in the studio. Bye bye. Hello internet.